Aloha, my name is John Carroll, and I'm running for the United States Senate. I'm doing so for a number of reasons. A little bit about my background. I came to Hawaii and on a football scholarship through Tommy Kaulakakui, who was the head coach at University of Hawaii. I went on to get a degree in education. Later on, I was able to get a law degree. I also had the privilege of flying for Hawaiian Airlines for a number of years, all the way from the DC-3s up to the Convairs, through the Convairs and up to the Lockheed 1011. Tremendous opportunity for me. In addition to that, I've also done international business with Japan Airlines, All Nippon Airways, and other entities. In addition to that, I've also served 4 terms in the State House of Representatives and one term as a state senator. The reason I'm mentioning these things is because the next person going into the U.S. Senate has got to have a real understanding of international business, military operations, and the future of our country with respect to freedom. My number one priority in this race, as it has been since 1972 when I introduced House Concurrent Resolution 0014, is to get rid of the oppressive, unconstitutional restrictions that we have on shipping into the state of Hawaii. In 1801, Chief Justice Marshall, in an announcement in a federal case between New Jersey and New York, stated very clearly that every state, regardless of its location, regardless of the location of its ports, should have equal access to interstate commerce with the states, nations, and the Indian tribes. That's right out of the U.S. Constitution Commerce Clause. Hawaii has no pipelines, highways, or railroads, and for us to have these restrictions is absolutely blatant constitutional violation. The leaders that we've had in both parties have not been willing to take up the cudgels to knock these restrictions down. As your U.S. Senator, I affirm and I swear to you that I will do that within the first 2 years that I'm in office. The main thing that I intend to do for the island of Maui is to ensure that you have the ability to do business here as other enclaves around the world can do. At the present time, because of the Jones Act restrictions, your agriculture production is practically nil, and your businesses are affected to the extent of 25 to 30% as far as their bottom lines are concerned because of these shipping restrictions. The main benefit that Maui will have if I am the next U.S. Senator is that ships from Singapore, Hong Kong, Belgium, Japan, Korea, China will be coming in and out of Kahului Harbor. I also intend to try to get the super ferry back, which I think most people on Maui certainly did want. I believe that having a person in the U.S. Senate who understands international business and who also understands how to work with other senators can make the difference. And I believe that if we have a Republican Senate majority, which I believe we will have, that I can get that passed immediately. If we have a Democrat majority, which I hope we do not, then I will still be able to get it passed, as I have done in the past in our local state legislature here as a state senator. If you don't know it, I actually introduced virtually all of the current environmental law that we have by working with Democrat legislators, people such as Tadao Beppu, Gene King, and so forth. I look forward very much to making Maui the paradise that it should be, and to eliminate the homelessness and the joblessness that we all see suffering. We see people suffering from at this time. First of all, the other 3 people I'm running against, they're all nice people, they're bright, and they're all 3 professional politicians. I'm running against primarily Mrs. Lingle in his primary race, and she has had 16 years, 8 as Maui mayor and 8 as governor of the state of Hawaii. She has failed to get the super ferry here. She failed with the furlough Fridays. I've failed with our economy. She didn't do anything to basically help eliminate the economic restrictions of the Jones Act, even though it's part of our Republican Party platform. And she also has been in favor of the Akaka bill. What I intend to do very differently is that I will basically try to get Hawaiian homesteaders to have the fee simple interest in their homeland so that they can own that property and pass it on through their family without fear of losing it after somebody goes below the 25% quantum. I believe that my experience in the state legislature as a senator is going to be very handy working in the U.S. Senate. And I believe the fact that I have international business as well as military background just sets me clearly apart from the other three. None of them, as far as I know, have even had a full-time job in the private sector in the years that they have been in. They've all had their time. I say it's time to give youth a chance. Let us younger fellows come in and do something that's going to really make some sense. I know that age is going to be brought up as a problem in this race. I know that Senator Akaka and Senator Inouye are much, much older than I am, but I hope that my youthfulness will not bother anybody and they'll vote for me in spite of that. Mahalo me ke aloha po mehana. My name is John Carroll. I'm running for United States Senate. I am asking everyone to go to my website, which is Carroll. That is www.carroll for neither the number or the word for Senate.com. If you look at that, you will see all you need to know about me and my background. I certainly encourage everyone to vote, and I would ask that every one of you consider the background, the capabilities, and the record, the actual legislative records of each one of us, and I'm sure that you will vote Carroll in the coming U.S. Senate election. Mahalo nui.